And as you can tell, it has been modified. The last of the front engine. It makes quite the presence. But that makes it one of one. Hey everyone, and welcome back to DC MotorWorks. My name is Cameron, and today we have our 2016 C7 Corvette Stingray with some doors. We're trying to come up with a name for it. Is it the Corlaren? Is it the Vetgini? We don't know, but this one is currently live for sale. No reserve on cars and bids. And this is a nice low mileage example C7 with just over 20,000 miles in the proper red. And this is a little bit later of a C7, and this is the 16 model with the 8-speed transmission. And as you can tell, it has been modified a little bit lovingly. It's got the aero kit at the front and the back. It's got a different set of wheels with some nice Michelin tires on it. And of course, the obvious one is the doors. And this one was also optioned with the transparent roof panel, which I am a big fan of. And if you are looking for a Corvette for a good deal, this is one, because it's got some bad history. When it was like 2 months old, it got hit in the front, but it has been repaired very nicely. I don't even see any real evidence of it when we've been crawling around underneath it and so forth. So a nice cheat code to get into a nice low mileage C7, and it does also have the active exhaust in the back. And it's just quite the look when you go into these C7s with the 4 pipes in the middle. You got, of course, your nice Stingray there in the proper red. It is cool. The last of the front-engined Corvettes. It is actually a lot of fun. It does have the 8-speed transmission, so a little bit of a update from the early models. Go ahead and see what's under the hood. This is the latest generation of the LS platform. It's actually the LT platform, is what they called it at this point. But the first generation of the Ecotec 3 GM V8s with direct injection, cylinder deactivation, and all of those goodies. But it really looks the part. The chrome wheels with the aero and the doors, it makes quite the presence. Of course, you've also got the matching clamshell hood there. You got all your nice Corvette goodies there. You can see just, how nice everything is being a proper low mileage car. But of course, the best part about vehicles like this is driving them, so let's go do just that. I will note that how the doors work here, because I'm sure that will be a major question. And it actually works pretty well. So if you open the door with your normal electronic door handle there, you go this far in normal operation, and then you can go up. So you don't have to always open them in the upward direction, which is nice. You don't get the full opening, but plenty to get in and out. All right, so here we are, driving my Corlaren. I actually drove this for commuting for a little while, and really enjoyed it. Of course, you got your different drive modes. Right now we're in sport mode, so the performance exhaust is open, giving you a little more of your Corvette noises. Very amazed at the kind of dual character of the C7 Corvette. When you stick it in tour and you're just cruising around, you could argue, if you blindfolded me, that I was driving a Mercedes SL. It's just that smooth and comfortable. The seats are great. You can just sit back and cruise. And this one, having 22,000 miles on it, is nice and fresh. I know these C7s, the dashes like to shrink and peel, and this one's all in great shape. All the buttons and everything. Nothing's shiny. Everything's nice and tight, no clunks, no rattles, no squeaks. See, this one is the 8-speed, which does pop off some shifts with some authority. But yet, when you put it in sport or track, it really feels proper Corvette. Big engine, big power, handles super sharp. And this one looks super cool with the aero stuff on it. When you look through the rear view mirror, you see the ducktail there behind you, which is adjustable, so you can change your rear spoiler. And I always like when GM did these kind of frameless looking rear view mirrors. And of course, this being this era of GM product, you got your your little hidey spot there behind the radio screen. And it also has a USB port in there that you can, if you had an iPod back in the day, that you could just leave it in there. But yeah, you can hide other things in there. And there you can see our nice transparent roof panel that I was talking about, which I really enjoy, because it's got this tint on it that actually doesn't make it, doesn't toast the old nugget for the hairline recession that is proper with Corvette ownership. Although the old Corvette curmudgeon is probably turning in his, whatever it is, about the doors and everything that are on this one-of-one Corvette. But that makes it one-of-one. This is the one-of-one with the doors, with the aero, with the transparent roof, and the 8-speed. My Corvette is best Corvette. Lots of big upgrades on the C7 coming out of the C6 generation. Like I said, it really is a nice refined Corvette and really enjoyable. Got your digital display there and just super comfortable Bose sound system, but still. Doesn't that 8-speed popping off some shifts? It's the proper gentleman's Corvette with the added excitement, like I said, of those one-of-one special touches. You got the doors and the aero with the wheels. It is tasteful. It's a good looking car. And this being a proper Corvette, you got all the space in the back to carry your things that you can use this every day, and you can go grocery shopping, you can take a weekend trip, you can take it to the airport and still get there quickly. Just listen to that. Faster than I intended there. We won't look at that. Alleged speed. This one does still have its active fuel management, so it was getting something around 30 miles to the gallon when cruising on the highway. Although it does have a OBD dongle in the glove box to defeat the AFM should you so choose to plug it in. Right now the average has been 14.8, so you know, it's hard not to have a heavy foot. Let's see. Look at our instant economy, 29.31 with V8 mode. When you're cruising lightly and it goes into 4-cylinder mode, and you really don't notice it, it takes a good bit to pay attention to it to feel the shift between 4 and 8-cylinder mode. There you go, V4. It's like a motorcycle. Getting nearly 60 miles to the gallon, 40s, instant, you know. And then you get a seamless shift to V8. The all-in-one package, the gentleman's sports car. You can justify this by saying it's fuel efficient, you know, especially if you got a long commute. You can get high 20s, 30-ish miles to the gallon. A little bit different from a Viper that just gets like 13 miles to the gallon everywhere it goes. And like I said, this one's dual character. You can sit back and chill, and you can blindfold yourself and tell yourself you bought a SL. Then you open your eyes and you got a bright red Corvette. The old Corvette. Of course, one of the best things about Corvettes is the GM small block. That parts are available, they're easy to fix, parts aren't super expensive. That's why they have been so popular since the 50s. Now, I've driven the C8s and stuff. They're a little weird looking to me. It's just a personal opinion there. And I've driven them, and honestly, I prefer these. I think the front engine Corvette is proper. But again, that's just an opinion, so take that with a grain of salt. So there it is. My Corvette is best Corvette. And like I said, it is currently live for sale. No reserve on Cars and Bids. It's got the look, it's got the performance, it's everything you want for your daily sports car. So make sure you bid early, bid often. We look forward to interacting with y'all and seeing who's gonna take home my best Corvette.